August 5th, 2025. I'm Jesse McCall, live from the studio of Troyong News, and want to bring you some updates of recent happenings here in Cambodia, in particular with regards to the border conflict between Cambodia and Thailand. First of all, I want to speak to the international community wherever you may be, whether you be outside of Cambodia or for even the tens of thousands of internationals and expatriates that are currently based in Cambodia, maybe doing business, maybe employment, maybe visiting. We ask that you share a balanced and proper perspective of what is going on here in Cambodia. For myself personally, over the last many days, I've had numerous appointments, meetings, gatherings with numerous internationals here of all different types of nationalities, whether from North America, whether from Europe, whether from Asian nations, whether from China, South Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, United States, Canada, France, UK. And there at times has seemed to be a hesitancy to speak up as to what the actual and proper perspectives of the issues are here in Cambodia. And I understand that as someone who is in the private sector, that sometimes maybe you don't want to mention some challenging or difficult times for Cambodia because maybe you're afraid that it will interfere with business or it will interfere with investors' perceptions of Cambodia. I understand that very well. Maybe some of you are having trouble sourcing accurate information, and while it could be a bit time-consuming and tedious to source accurate news and information, I want to encourage you that it's a worthwhile endeavor. Maybe there's some people that you say, look, I'm just for peace and I just don't want to have the tit for tat and the war of words. And because of that, I'm really just going to stay silent. But I want to bring to your attention that at this moment, and in particular in this week, Cambodia needs your help. There are tens of thousands of expatriates, internationals living here in Cambodia, and there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of Cambodians living outside the country, as well as expatriates living outside the country that you know Cambodia. You know Cambodia's identity is based on peace. And I encourage you to let the Cambodian side of the story be heard. If you know news agencies, if you know diplomats, if you know government officials, wherever you are, your voice matters, and we encourage you to speak up. It does take a level of courage, it does take a level of boldness, and you're concerned that maybe this will interfere with your professional life, maybe this will interfere with your business. Believe me, I understand that as well, but I can say this: Cambodia has given so much back to all of us, myself included, who this is not my birth country, and I've made this my home country, but this is not my birth country. But I can say the Cambodian people have given back so much to me, and have given back so much to you as well, whoever you are and wherever you are. And this is your turn to give back. And so please do make your voice heard where you can lobby, where you can communicate, where you can contact people that have influence. Cambodia needs your help and support now, today, this week, and it's a very noble and righteous thing to do. In the news, refugees at the border and coming from the border areas. Earlier today, I had a personal phone call with numerous people in the border areas, and I want to express to you the challenges of those that have had to evacuate the border areas. You need to remember that many of these people that have had to evacuate the border areas are subsistence farmers, meaning they live really from day to day. Their income is earned daily, and they make enough just to live on. They've had to flee from their farms, from their shops, from their small businesses in the border areas. They've left their cows, they've left their buffaloes, they've left their livestock there unattended, and they are sleeping and camping in very basic areas. This is the rainy season in Cambodia. There's families, there's children. In talking to many people that have had to evacuate the border areas, this is very difficult for them. Many of them, like I mentioned, have no income. And they were living kind of day to day as it was, and now they've had to flee the conflict areas. This is very difficult. They have also expressed their extreme gratitude to the royal government of Cambodia, as well as to generous people all around the world, and as well as here in Cambodia, that have been helping them through this very difficult time. And so I hope that your sentiment and your imagination can go to what the situation is like for the hundreds of thousands of refugees that have had to leave their homes. Their livestock are still there unattended. They're no longer earning a daily income anymore. They're camping out with their families in the rainy season. It's a very challenging situation, a very difficult situation. They have all expressed that they're very thankful to the royal government's efforts, and that the royal government efforts have really eased this difficult situation. Generous people from around the country and around the world have definitely eased this situation, but it's still not easy. And your support to them does make a difference. I've talked to families that they have great concern for those on the front lines, the soldiers on the front lines. They have great concern for the 18 captive soldiers that have not been returned yet. And this is very concerning to them as well. I talked to somebody who knows the family of one of the 18 soldiers that was captured, and a military family. The father was in the military, all of his kids were in the military, and unfortunately one of his sons was one of the 18 that is still being held captive. And this is a very concerning situation for all of them, for the father, for the mother, for the siblings. And for those that are in the Cambodian military that aren't on the front lines, they understand these very tense conflict situations, and they're very concerned about the Cambodian soldiers that are on the front lines, especially now that in the last couple days, the military on the front lines have been put on high alert. And so the generosity, the care, and the prayers of people worldwide who love peace definitely are appreciated for the hundreds of thousands that are in these difficult situations. I want to bring up a particular region of Cambodia, which is called the Trot An Seh, which is a particular region right on the border. And over the last many days, even international monitors have visited this region. This region is in Cambodian territory. But unfortunately, there has been very serious provocations by the Thai military over the last 2 days now, almost 48 hours now, where, as you can see even in the footage here, where there has been heavy equipment coming in, digging trenches, putting in infrastructure, putting up barbed wire, and sending armed military into Cambodian sovereign territory. And this, we believe, is a provocation to try to start a possible additional conflict, and then for the Thai military to continue to play games, maybe even bring the discussions that are being had there in Malaysia with the General Border Committee to an end because of a fresh conflict. This is a very tense and challenging situation. I think we can all send our admiration to the Cambodian government, as well as to the Cambodian military, that have not fallen into the trap of creating further conflict. but at the same time, it's a very tense situation with barbed wire, heavy equipment, as well as armed personnel moving into Cambodian sovereign territory. At the same time, I will mention that all of these incursions, illegal incursions, are being documented and are being reported to the international community. I hope you understand, not through just tonight's broadcast, but through other broadcasts as well, how important Cambodia deems the international community to be. Why is this? Because Thailand has been the aggressor and Cambodia has been the victim. Why is it that from the very beginning that Cambodia has been calling on mediation and support from the international community? Because Cambodia has been calling on international mediation and support. Why? Because Thailand has been the aggressor and Cambodia has been the victim. And all of these incursions and invasions are being very clearly documented. But it's important that Cambodia has a voice. I think all of us understand, again, how powerful the media can be. And when there are falsified messages, mixed messages, false news spreading around, false narratives spreading around, it makes it even more challenging for the truth and for Cambodia's voice and perspective to be heard. And so we're doing this broadcast in the English language so that you can understand. You can dig into the facts even more, of course, dig into the news even more, but let Cambodia's perspective be heard. Cambodia's identity has been in peace, has been an identity of peace over the last 30 years. And Cambodia, it's not just about Cambodia did not start this, but Cambodia does not desire to prolong this as well. I'll bring up this, that there have been some just very false narratives or very inaccurate narratives as to what this conflict is over. And most international news agencies, they put it this way, and they say, I guess those two countries, they've been having conflict over some disputed border areas for a long time, and we don't really know who's right and who's wrong, but I hope they can find a resolution. No, it's much different than that. It's not just about the disputed border regions. We've been able to live together for years and years and years and decades, despite having a few small disputed border areas. This is an overflow of chaotic Thai politics where they've had coup after coup after coup after military intervention after military intervention after military intervention, and they have riled things up so that they can gain their popularity and nationalism there, and Cambodia has been a victim in this. Cambodia has no bone to pick, as we would say in the English language, with Thailand. But unfortunately, if you dig into the facts and you see what this is all about, you will see this is an overflow of the chaotic and messy Thai politics that Cambodia has wanted nothing to do with, but unfortunately has now become a victim of their internal political issues. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about ASEAN. This is a key moment for ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, a very important entity for Southeast Asia. And this is ASEAN's time to show the international stage on the world their value. And I really do believe in ASEAN as well. And we are very appreciative to the chair of ASEAN, which is Malaysia. And cannot say enough thanks to Malaysia for their role in mediating this. And we really do believe that the discussions and the negotiations that are happening and that will be coming will be very, very helpful. And so right now, like I said, Malaysia is the chair of ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, and Cambodia is very thankful to Malaysia as the chair of ASEAN for their mediation, for their coordination, and I do believe that ASEAN will shine at this time. Not an easy situation for the ASEAN nations, not an easy situation for Malaysia, but I believe that there will be good, strong leadership and that this will be resolved. Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim said that Malaysia, even though there is a rotating chair of ASEAN, will be monitoring the implementation of the ceasefire using satellites. They're ready to send additional monitoring teams to Cambodia and the Thai borders, and we're very thankful for the role that Malaysia is playing. Okay, additional news today. Today, August 5th, over 100,000 migrant workers have returned from Thailand through the Dung International Border Crossing. Between 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. today, there were a total of 100,481 Cambodian workers who had been working in Thailand cross back from Thailand into Cambodia. In many of these cases, the Cambodian workers, they were working in factories. Some of these factories, maybe 80% of the workers were Cambodian. 60, 70, 80% of the workers were Cambodian. And they no longer feel safe nor welcome there and are coming back. Thankfully, while it's a challenging situation for everyone, there are numerous employment opportunities here in Cambodia as investment has been coming, factories have been being set up, and we believe that even though it will be maybe a bit of a challenging transitional time, but that eventually it will turn out well. And so this is just kind of hot news today. One other important news item from today that was in the news early this morning, and this is something that must be brought to the attention of the international community, because this is not just fun and games, this is not child's play, but this is very serious. And this is a report from this morning where foreign intelligence sources have uncovered an alleged Thai plot to plan, how far this was in the planning, we don't know, but to plan an assassination attempt of Senate President Samdech Techo Hun Sen and Prime Minister Hun Manet using GPS-guided munitions launched from light attack aircraft. This is a credible report, and thankfully at this point it has been brought to the attention of the international community. Obviously, things like this are completely unacceptable. But according to reliable sources, Thailand is reportedly planning to deploy AT-6TH light aircraft equipped with Korean-made GPS-guided bombs to carry out precision strikes targeting both Cambodian national leaders. As these bombs are small, highly accurate, and difficult to detect, they would be used for targeted missions and better than Thailand's F-16 fighter jets, which offer limited opportunity for interception by the Cambodian Air Force air defense systems. The foreign intelligence, and I'm reading this from the Khmer Times here, the foreign intelligence report further claims that on the 29th of July, Thailand received 8 AT-6TH aircraft and 200 GPS-guided bombs, an additional 4 aircraft that were previously sent to South Korea for repair and rearmament have now been returned. And this is from credible sources. Obviously, even plans of such would be completely unacceptable and would completely destabilize the entire region. Even attempts like this would completely destabilize the entire region. And so, again, for our peace-loving friends around the world, wherever you are, these things are being brought to your attention, being brought to the light. And I don't know about you, but sometimes sweet words, kind words, well-prepared explanations and narratives, but then lie after lie after lie. After a while, it becomes very tiring to hear just people lying through their teeth. And we're talking about people's livelihoods. We're talking about the stability of the region. Cambodia calls for peace. If you've followed the news over the last few days, you'll see that there were gatherings of Cambodians around the world, not angry, not threatening anyone or anything, but calling for peace. Cambodia, the smaller country that has been aggressed upon by the much larger country, Thailand, much more militarily equipped country, Thailand, is calling out for peace. And if you follow the media, unfortunately, the international media, still does not adequately portray this message. And again, all of us, not just me, please, but all of us, we need to call on the international community, the international news agencies to share what is happening in this conflict in a balanced way. And we invite the international media to visit Cambodia to gain proper perspectives from the Cambodian side. Cambodia is a peace-loving country. Our identity is peace, and we all hope and pray for an end to this conflict as soon as possible. I'm Jesse McCall here live from Phnom Penh, August 5th, 2025, and I'll be bringing you more updates as they come through. Well, thank you for joining us. ជំរាបលាពីរាជធានី Phnom Penh តែម្ដង
ត្រយងនាំសារពិតគ្រប់ទីកន្លែង